Good news is I have some good ideas if you're looking for something to do this weekend. The Golden Rainbow Annual Ribbon of Life Showcase is happening this weekend, and it features some of the best singers, dancers, performers from all the big shows all along Las Vegas Strip. And we have Gary Costa and Brent Barrett here to talk about it. Let's talk about the show. What can people expect if they go this weekend?
Well, people can expect to see over 150 of the best performers on the Las Vegas Strip, representing over 30 shows, doing one-time numbers that they don't currently do in their current shows. It's an all-original show for a very, very good price of $45 on that.
And Brent, I know you have an extensive history with musicals and shows. What is it like to be a part of a showcase like this?
Well, originally I moved to New York in 1979, and that was just the beginning of the AIDS crisis. A majority of the people that I did West Side Story with, which was my first Broadway show, are gone because of this disease. So the important thing about Golden Rainbow is the education element of it. Even though we are, 30 years, into this, and now we have drugs that can make it, it's a livable, manageable disease. There are still people out there that don't know the history of this, and there are still people that are being infected by it. So this is one of the biggest things that Golden Rainbow does, is to educate, get them housing and financial assistance, and so that's why we all come together and support it.
Let's talk a little bit more about that and where this money from this event is going.
This money goes to provide direct financial support and housing for people living with HIV. There are currently 8,000 people living with HIV in southern Nevada. Of those, 2,500 of them live right at or below the National Federal Poverty Index level. So we see quite a few people here in Las Vegas who are living from paycheck to paycheck, many of them on disability. The funds that we raise here is to prevent those individuals from becoming homeless. Help them with their regular utility bills, their living expenses, some of them helping them get back to work to take on part-time jobs to supplement their income. As affordable housing becomes less and less here in Las Vegas, our organization has become more and more of a focal point for people living with HIV as someone who can help them in their toughest times. And shows like this is where the money comes from. We can't rely on federal government funds anymore, just due to the budget cuts and to the political climate in DC. So we're having to go to the community and to our friends in the entertainment community especially to put on shows like this here so we can continue to raise funds so we can do the great work we do.
We actually just did a story a few days ago saying that some people who suffer from illnesses are going without their medication simply because they can't afford it.
They can't afford it. Also, one of the #1 barriers for people with who are on medications but they report that they don't take them is because they are sofa surfing or couch surfing in people's homes. A lot of them are homeless, and the drugs get stolen and whatnot. There's no reason in this country, especially here in southern Nevada, for a person who has HIV to go without medications. There are programs available at Golden Rainbow. We can plug people into getting the medications, but it's just getting them to stay on the regimens, and that's very difficult when you have other life issues, when you're living on the streets, when you're unemployed, when you have children that you're worried about. Sometimes people put their health second and they don't take their medications. And we know that if people take their medications and they have HIV, they cannot spread the virus to others. So it's a health issue in the community that if we can get everybody with HIV on their medications, we can effectively stop the transmission of HIV here in southern Nevada.
So this is a great way to have a great afternoon with your friends and your family and help out the community. Thank you so much. We're going to put all the information on the event up on our website. It's right there on your screen. It is Sunday at 1 o'clock over at the SLS. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.